YouTubers, this is Iris here from Rainforest of the North. It's nice to see you guys again. I want to first apologize. It took me a while to make another pet related videos just because last year was a little bit of a crazy year. There's different jobs going on. My birds haven't had any new baby chicks, so we just haven't gotten energy to make another video. But it's about time. It's 2019. Let's start the year and start the spring right. So, if you guys have followed my channel, you guys would know we are an African gray breeder, and we also have a conure. So we have a couple birds in our home. We get one of the questions we get asked all the time. What do you feed your bird? Do you prefer seed diet? Do you prefer pellet diet? What do you think is best? So I'm just going to share with you guys how I feed and what I feed my bird on a daily basis. So here on the table is some of the things that we do. Now there's way more than this. I can't possibly put them all on the table because some of them are in the freezer, and I might just grab it in a second to show you guys. But basically, we don't just feed them one thing. We don't feed them just a seed diet. We don't feed them just a pellet diet. We mix and match everything under the sun. Now there's certain things that are better than others to mix and match. Hence, here I am telling you guys how to pick it through the maze of possible pet food. Okay. We have multiple African Grey and one conure. Now, African Greys are about medium-sized bird. Conure is a small-sized bird. We don't like to buy two kinds of food. It makes it a lot easier if you can combine them all together. So we decided to pick this particular pellets. This is a medium-sized supreme pellet. It's a fruit pebbles. Basically, it has different flavors of fruity flavors to it. This food here, I found that almost every single bird accepts them and quite happy eating them. We do have other pellets that we mix with, but this one by far the most popular. Now the other one that we have, again, I'm not going to go all my food here. This one is the radbush. Again, also quite popular no matter what bird you have. This food seems to do really well with all of them. But the fruit pebble is definitely number one. This is kind of like number two when it comes to bird favorite. And then I don't have the bag for it, but I do have the Tropicana, which is made in Canada. It has a very bubblegum smell to it. It's kind of nauseating in my opinion, but it is quite popular too. I mean, again, going down descending order, definitely the fruit pebble is number one, radbush number two, and this guy number three. And we have 7 bird testers, so all 7 birds almost agree in this particular sequence. There are one or two that prefer this over that or something, but the fruity pebbles by majority their favorite for sure. So we put half pellets. So let's just say the pellet is, I don't know, requirement 2 tablespoons or whatnot. We'll do half of that requirement, and then we'll do half with our own mix. So our own mix, again, I'm just showing you some of the possible ingredients. It really doesn't matter as long as you're mixing them, giving them diversity. Fresh fruit and vegetable is very, very popular in my home here, just because number one, it's very healthy. It's also quite cheap because I'm cooking my dinner and I will need to buy some fresh vegetables anyway. So almost every single day I chop them some sort of fresh fruit and vegetables. Just the same way I feed myself, I feed my bird. Frozen vegetables are okay too. Frozen peas are very popular with all my birds. This is by far one of the favorite food in the world. You can do different type of frozen berries. Let's see if I have one. Oh yes, I do. Super blend. These are really good. Blueberry, cherries, wild berry, all very, very popular with all the birds here. Pumpkin is also good, so it doesn't matter. You can mix any kind. And of course, the dry stuff. So seeds and I don't know, flavor. I call them flavoring. But let's talk about what kind of seed we do. Sunflower seeds are by far a popular choice for most company that make bird seed. However, I don't like them as much. Nutritionally, they're not as healthy for your birds, and they're kind of like French fries. They taste really good. They're not very healthy, and when you eat too much of it, it can cause digestive problems. So we exclusively use these for training. So if my bird does something good, they step up and whatnot, we give them a little treat. But generally, we don't put it in their bowl. The only one I put in the bowl is my breeding birds. My breeding birds tend to go through phases of obviously more stress, less stress, because they live together with another bird and they have arguments just like people. Anybody in a relationship do know, no matter how good a relationship, you're gonna have good and bad days. So I found that these guys really help them, get happier when they have a tough day. So I do give these to my breeding bird, but again, very, very minimum amount. Maybe a teaspoon, which is like literally 10 or 20 max. And there's 2 birds sharing it, so it's really not that much. But I do find they really like it, and it really seems to cheer them up. Big favorite in my home, Almond and Pistachio. So I mix these together just because they're about the same size. So I just mix them together in one bowl. Makes it easier for me to mix. So when I do mix, I just kind of grab a handful and kind of sprinkle it along. I will show you in a second how much I give for each bird. So peanuts, again, another food that's very similar to sunflower seeds. Not very healthy, but very, very popular with all birds. Especially, it's kind of fun to play with, right? Because there's a skin to it. You break the skin apart and take the nuts out. It's a really good enrichment, almost like a toy for them. Walnuts, crushed walnuts are really good. Big pieces of walnuts, small bird cannot eat. And even some African grey babies, I mean young ones, they would not try to chew this unless it's kind of in funny pieces. So these crushed ones are really, really good choice. We do have some wheat germs here. So these are just basically skin of wheat and oat. These are very, very, very healthy with a lot of fibers in it. So I think there is good amount of fiber, like 2 grams, I think, or each 15 grams, whatnot. So I sprinkle this on their food. Again, as I say, more like a seasoning or more like a flavoring. So that's what I do with their food. Bee pollen, another good addition to our home diet. Again, very, very minimal amount. Do not put too many. These are sweet little packets, and it's very healthy for the birds, and they seem to really like it. So every single day when I'm doing my breakfast routine and whatnot, I just kind of get all my bowl lined up. So the big birds get these tall bowls. Oops, sorry. Just make it easier for me to do. And the small bird, which is the conure and the baby, oh, I say baby, they're not baby, they're 2 and 3 years old African greys, but I call them my baby. So if you're doing an African grey, I'm just going to grab my actual spoon. I have containers and containers of bird food, guys. That's why I'm not going to even line this table up, it's going to get insane. I honestly have no idea. This is 70 cc, I guess. So 70 cc of pebbles. Today we're doing fruity pebbles. Again, I pick random pebble every day and pick some assorted something. So if you have a medium-sized bird, I guess African grey considered medium small. But I mean medium-sized bird, 1 cup of that is more than enough. 70 cc. So I'll put my medium-sized bird. Now the breeder bird had 2 birds in it, so 2 scoopfuls. All right. And conure, because it's the little baby bird, I just put a couple pebbles like that. I honestly don't need too many to play with it and throw them away if it's too much. Alright, so there's the fruity pebbles. And then I'm going to do my next. So today I'm doing fresh vegetables, so I'm just going to put a couple pieces of carrots in each bowl. And again, with the bird, when there's more bird in a cage, I put more in there. Generally I put, I guess, 4 to 6. Yeah, depending on how I feel that day. And the small bird, I try to give it the smaller pieces. But really doesn't matter, they'll eat it. And I put a little bit of peas. Again, a handful of peas, 2 handfuls for the doubles. 2 handfuls for the doubles. You can put as many as you want, they'll be happy. And then the little bird get a little bit of pebbles. There we go. Okay. So there's the fruity pebbles. Then I'm going to mix a little bit of seeds and nuts. Oh, I forgot to mention this one. This one I have a mixture of hazelnuts, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds. Again, all very popular choices with all my birds here. But yesterday they had that, so today let's do some almond. So I may just put 1 or 2 almond in the medium-sized birds, and then the breeding bird get double the amount. So they get double the amount there. Perfect. All right, so now I finished my mix. I do tend to sprinkle something on top. It's up to you if you want to. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Again, this is just how I usually feed my birds. Someday I get more extravagant, someday I'm quite simple. So you know, let's do that and not the bee pollen today. And that's it. Mix it real good. And this is a really, really simple version of what I do. I usually do way crazier stuff, but again, the video, I don't want to make it too long, so let's just squeeze it in. And that's it. That's what we do with our birds here. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.